This is the half nut locking mechanism on the Centec 2B. Now what you can see here is the original factory designed method of locking the half nut. So this handle, you would loosen this bolt and then swing this handle back, and the half nut here would rock down, and it would allow you to use this quick traverse capstan to traverse the table rapidly. That is kind of useful, I'll admit, especially on very long cuts, but generally not used all that frequently. It seems whoever used this mill before me found it very useful, and they replaced that nut with this bar here. And this bar here was simply wedged into the slot of this bronze casting and rested on this little ledge here. So then you could pull it off and down, which would then rock the handle back and disengage the half nut. The problem with that was there was no pressure holding this handle towards the table. So at any point, any kind of vibration could just move the handle out and down, and you would disengage the half nut and you'd lose any alignment you previously had. So I've just reverted that. I thought it might be interesting. This is a 1/4 inch BSW, and this is 3/8 BSF. And I got to thank, there's a chap who was disassembling his Centec and had taken it apart. I asked him what thread it was, and it reminded me I actually had some bolts for this exact purpose ready to use. So now I can traverse the table solid in the knowledge that it's not going to ping out of alignment. This wheel isn't going to start spinning around and I'll lose any kind of registration I have with a wiggler or a wobbler or what have you. So yeah, very pleased that I finally managed to fix this. One thing I also should add is with these markings here, Nigel from Go Create Hobby Shop mentioned very astutely that might not be dishing in the table, it might be the table rocking. So as I move the table this way to get this reading, the table shifts like that, which would lift up this end. And as I move the table this way to get this reading, it would shift the other way, which might imply that the gibs are loose, and certainly this is the loosest axes on the mill. And that might be a candidate for checking. So that's probably the last thing I need to do actually, is to double check all the gibs, the dovetails, make sure they're all nipped up tightly. One thing I've noticed is that this is X-traverse is very stiff, especially as you go towards the pedestal. Anyway, I thought that was just useful in case anyone's having problems with this like I did. Obviously you will not be able to use the capstan traverse while this is locked, but for model engineering type jobs I don't think that's a massive issue, and it's a huge quality of life improvement to the rigidity of milling in this direction.